Alright. Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Continuing the Nekomaru trial. Let's get right into it. Hello, I hope your day is well.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
Alright, that sounds nice.
My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
You should. Honestly, I think that would suit you really well and make us like you more.
Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I appreciate the help.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Okay, yeah.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I think so.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Nekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
He's also very mad as well, but also mean today, so he's hurting my feelings.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
Why don't you want to die all of a sudden?
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
Thank you, Fuyuhiko. You know, me and him, like, really get each other. I'm just saying, like... I'm kidding. Not that there'd be an issue with that, of course.
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
I wonder why.
Retract?
Can't retract that, but okay.
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
How do you know it isn't, though? I'm so confused.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
I think I agree with that.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
Diabolical.
I see.
Okay.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
Yes, sir.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito as usual. I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building's structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building's structure? Falling, maybe. But I don't know if you could fall that hard. Crushed by an elevator, no. No, I think dead battery, we can also rule that one out. So, I'm falling?
I see.
Oh, okay. Guess falling can do that.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
I got nothing.
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Okay. Well, you don't need to be like that, okay?
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Oh god. Make your argument. Alright. Goodnight button, Akane's account, Fuhiko. Akane's, Fuhiko, contact elevator. Clock alarm timer. Broken doorknob. Strange feeling in the tower.
When the elevator is on the first floor.
Okay.
You can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
I need to make it clear so they understand that Nekomaru fell to his death. Looks like it's all up to me. Jesus. It's not helpful. Could be the goodnight button.
You can't go through the door
Broken
on the fourth
doorknob, maybe?
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then,
Could be goodnight
how
account.
about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. Oh my god. I figured it out. It's on Kazuichi's thing. Okay. Because if his goodnight button is on, turned on, if it's pressed,
Impossible to shove off the
then
victim from up there.
I'm struggling here to speak. Then
After
all this
locking
functions
Nekomaru inside the
cease to
elevator,
work. You know.
they moved the elevator from the floor and made use of the.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator? As long as there's a moving object.
No, that's wrong.
Let's go. I'm like that. I'm like that.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
Yes. His sleep mode.
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
That's true.
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
That's true. Okay.
There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest.
Oh, okay. Come on, Sonia.
Now you're calling me a pest?
A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? I don't know. Wire, goodnight. Oh, wire, maybe. Maybe. Chain. No. Wire? Possibly.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest.
Don't be so cold.
I was just out of pocket.
What if I start to enjoy it?
That's out of pocket as well. If Nekomaru's inside the elevator, how can you create a difference in elevation? You can create... How can you create a difference in elevation?
If you arrange it a certain
Wire?
way,
Maybe. Oil on the floor, tipped over
you can
pillar,
cause the drop within the
looking
elevator.
hammer, chain.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement, the hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time?
What about
Hammer,
the oil on
pillar,
the floor?
oil.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what...
Silence!
Don't... What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh, God. Maybe
If you
wire.
arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Nah. Dang. I'm really close to losing this thing, aren't I? I see that.
If you arrange
I want to
it
see
so
something,
you
though.
can cause the drop.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement of the hammer is suspicious.
Can I do this? No, I can't. Alright, I just wanted to make that clear.
Isn't it about time?
Okay.
The oil on the
The doorknob on the floor
It's probably one of those, like, blue
How about we all
thingies.
shut up and listen to
The
what Shut Up
doorknob,
has to say?
maybe.
Silence, pest.
Don't be so cold. What if I start to
Over
enjoy it?
oil on the floor. How can you create a difference in elevation? So, I don't even remember all the blue stuff. Like all the blue words.
If you arrange it a certain, you can cause the
Cause
drop
the
within
drop.
elevator.
Okay.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
Think about the arrangement. Okay.
That arrangement is. The hammer is suspicious.
Hammer.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Hammer, pillar.
What about the oil on
Hammer,
the floor?
pillar, oil on the floor.
The doorknob on the floor seems
Doorknob.
suspicious.
Hammer, pillar, oil,
How about we all
doorknob.
shut up and
Okay,
listen to what
hammer,
Jerry
pillar,
has to say?
oil, doorknob.
Silence, pest.
Hammer, pillar.
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Difference in elevation. I
If
mean,
you arrange it a certain way,
the
you can
wire,
cause the drop
possibly.
within the elevator.
So you're telling
So maybe
us
I was on the right track. I just
to
was
think
doing it
about
on the wrong
arrangement, right?
argument, contradiction. Not really contradiction, but for the blue words. But
The hammer is suspicious.
no.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems
Maybe this. Oh! Oh my God! Holy crap!
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Did it? I don't remember ever reading that, but sure, maybe.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
I don't remember ever reading that. I probably did, and I just don't remember it.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
We'll just go with that.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair. That's right. He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
Oh, that's messed up, dude. Ah.
the killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Okay. Kazuichi, I agree with Sonia. Shut up, pest.
They created a drop. There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
I mean, a 3-story drop? I'd say you could.
Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
The broken doorknob? Have you not been listening to our conversation?
Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Well, he's heavy, and I don't think the doorknob can handle that much, you know. Tipped over pillar, broken doorknob, this probably. I mean,
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off.
Oh, I messed up.
No way they
Whoopsie.
could do that.
Yeah, whoopsie. I agree what Kazuichi is wondering. It seems certain that a difference in elevation inside the tower was used to kill Nekomaru. I need to find the answer and counter Kazuichi's remarks.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from
Like
a...
this.
How would they make him fall?
Like that.
There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no
that.
way they could do that.
There we go.
It
Clicks?
doesn't mean
Okay.
someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Yes.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Yes.
If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's the time if you want to take back that. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the... Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Okay, gotta find the exact argument. Okay, hold on. Thanks to Kazuichi, I think I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. Alright, if I use that evidence, I should be able to break through Kazuichi's remarks too.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Yes.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
This?
If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to take back that sleep. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Okay. So it might be the first one. It's probably the first one, actually.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
No, shoot. Okay. My fault.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Yeah.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
So then what is it? I'm sorry. What?
Crap.
Okay, if he's in...
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to take back that sleep mode. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator...
You're lying, game. You're lying to me. You're literally lying. You're actively lying. Holy crap. Oh my lordy lord. Whoopsie.
If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator...
Can I not do that? Wait, what? Am I not able to...
Damn it! Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire...
Guess I had it wrong.
How would they make
Okay.
him fall?
Oh my
There's no
god.
one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Holy crap.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Jesus, okay.
Doesn't mean someone had
Figuring it
to push
out.
him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
Yep.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Pillar fragments.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that.
It could be this. I'm just kind of throwing things out there.
You still won't be able to explain. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story. What?
Radio
Nekomaru
clock.
fell on his own?
Probably.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
No? Oh my god.
Crap. What? Nekomaru
Broken
fell on his
doorknob
own?
wire. Tipped over pillar.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode.
New
right?
looking hammer.
If he was
pillar
sleeping,
fragments.
There's no way he could do that. Now's the time if you want to. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Nekomaru with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Oh, maybe it's the tipped over pillar. Possibly?
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no... Now's the time if you want to take back that sleep mode. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Okay, so... Okay.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Yeah.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping...
Okay.
Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to... Moving the elevator is just impossible. End of story.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try this one. This,
What?
tipped over pillow.
Nekomaru fell on his own?
No? Oh my god, I don't...
Crap. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was
Radio
sleeping,
clock?
there's no way he could do that to himself. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain. Moving the elevator with is just impossible. End of story.
Holy crap, I'm struggling here, dude.
What?
I thought I had it.
Fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
No, radio clock doesn't make
If
any
he was
sense.
sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story.
Holy balls, I don't know, man. Please, just no.
What? Nekomaru
Just take
fell on
it.
his own?
Wire.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's, but in that case,
Whoops.
you still won't be able to explain moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story.
How'd the killer drop Nekomaru? Use the wire. And thinking about all of the bullets that I have, or swords rather.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story.
Dude, I don't know.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
I'm just gonna throw shit out the wall and see if it sticks.
Nekomaru should have still been in.
Okay, I was right. It was on that one. Okay, whatever. Whatever.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right?
I would, yes.
Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make it fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
Yeah.
Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
Yes.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Who knows?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I shall use my full power! Ah! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all of his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But... Not yet, here it comes, the incredible strength of 1,000,000 horsepower! Gah! Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Don't put yourself down like that. Positive reinforcement. Come on.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Do you like it? Like, come on, dude. You gotta be picking one or the other.
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Yeah. It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell on the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was he ran out of battery, quick came out of his eyes, collided with a pillar.
I see.
That makes sense.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
And why oil was on the top of the pillar.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
I mean, in a way it was, but, I mean...
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
Yeah.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
It was.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
Okay.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Me too. Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. I can make my argument easily. Goodnight button, Fuhugo's account, wall clock, contact elevator, clock alarm, timer, radio clock, broken doorknob. Okay. Okay. Okay.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Okay.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
Maybe he fell a little sooner than what they were expecting. The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30 a.m., but we discovered his body before 7 a.m. I need to crush one possibility at a time if I'm going to break through this contradiction.
We headed for Grape Tower.
What was Fuyuko's account? Right, now I remember it.
7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest
Radio clock.
was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and one of those must.
Killer they probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's. That's gotta be it!
Mess with the clock.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died.
His time of death and the time. One of those must.
The killer they probably messed with
This?
the clock inside Nekomaru's.
I don't know, dude. I don't understand any of these.
Damn it!
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Radio clock.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's
Radio.
chest
What was that? What was radio clock? Okay. Well, I guess we can look. That seems like it shouldn't be a thing.
was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body. One of those must.
The killer they probably messed with the. That's gotta be it!
Maybe this radio clock. I don't remember many of the
For Grape Tower before
what's it
7
called?
a.m., I
The
am
truth
certain.
bullets.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's was set for 7:30 a.m.
Damn. I don't even
We headed for Grape Tower
contact elevator.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Are you kidding me? What the hell?
Nekomaru died because of his time of death, and one of those must.
The killer they probably messed with the. That's gotta be it.
I think they probably messed with the clock.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
This? Possibly?
Nekomaru died because
Maybe?
time of death,
Maybe?
and
Come
one
on.
of those must be an.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
That's gotta be it.
I think wall clock. Maybe they messed with the wall clock. You know what I'm saying? The one that went off. Whenever,
But the alarm inside was set for 7.
Nekomaru died his time of death.
in the, strawberry house, was it? I think.
The killer they probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No! Dang, I thought for certain I had that. Dang, I guess not.
We headed for Grape
Contact
Tower.
elevator, clock's alarm
Before 7 a.m., I
timer.
am certain.
Wait, what is that? Clock's alarm time? You really should not be able to do this, but okay, whatever.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7.
Nekomaru died because of that. His time of death, and one of those must.
Maybe it's better if I just like
Probably
let
messed with the
myself
clock inside Nekomaru's
just
chest.
randomly hit it, and then I'll have a better like heart thing, whatever. I don't know what it's called. Is it stamina maybe? I don't know. Just gonna let's do this. Come on, come on. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, great game. Great game. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. Amazing. Yes.
We will never give up.
We will never ever give up. You're right. Okay. Fuyuhiko's account. What was Fuyuhiko's account? I don't even remember, dude. What was his account? I don't know. I really don't think you should be allowed to do this. I really don't. Saw Nekomaru's walking toward the first floor of Strawberry House at 5 a.m.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Maybe I'm just trying.
Nekomaru died because of that. His time of death, and one of those must be an.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's
Broken
chest.
doorknob, good night button, Fuyuhiko's account, wall clock, contact elevator. Maybe? No, that wouldn't make any sense actually. Unless I do this. Maybe. I could be wrong.
His time of death, and one of those must be.
The killer they probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Maybe this.
Gotta be it.
Mess with the clock. The clock. The cock.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's was set for 7:30 a.m.
No, oh my god. Hmm.
We headed for Grape Tower.
Radio clock. I'm just guessing.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Wall clock. Maybe I did radio
The alarm inside
clock.
Nekomaru's chest
I should be doing wall clock.
was set for 7:30.
No, that wouldn't make any sense. Would it?
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
Clock's
His
alarmed.
time of death and the time the body was discovered.
Broken
One of
doorknob.
those must be an illusion.
Good night button.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
That's gotta be it.
The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30 a.m., but we discovered his body before 7 a.m. I need to crush one possibility at a time. Possibility is that he died before 7 a.m. It's actually what happened. We discovered his body before 7:30, so that he died.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
Is time of death from the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did
I don't think the elevator has anything to do with anything here.
With the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Clock's alarm timer. Radio clock. Radio clock.
Wait.
Wall clock at 5:30 a.m. The alarm of wall clock in the lounge on the Strawberry House, second floor, off. By coincidence, managed to stop the alarm. Then I rushed to the lounge after being alerted to the sound. However, Nagito was apparently the only one who didn't hear it. Contact elevator. The contact elevator used to move between both houses was broken and no longer worked. It was apparently broken. The Grape House side, so the last person to use it would have arrived at Grape House. Strawberry Hall's button was broken. Nagito sudden appearance. Okay, nothing to do with that. The clock's arms are stopped at around 7:30 a.m. and the alarm was set to 7:30 as well. Radio clock. The clock inside Nekomaru's chest receives radio waves at fixed intervals and automatically adjusts itself, and its time is off. Basically, it's an amazingly precise clock that can't be tampered with, not even to set the time. That could be it. I don't know, because that would make sense. If they messed with it, they can't actually mess with it. So...
Before 7 a.m.,
But the alarm inside was set for 7.
Nekomaru died.
Is time of death from one of those must be a...
Killer probably did some tamper. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru.
You can, okay.
No, that's wrong.
I don't feel like, okay. I will say, can I, no, I can't. Okay. I will say, I don't think you should be able to look at your truth bullets. Also, in the same sense, I think you should, I guess, because if you can roll over them if you, like, take a break or something. I don't know. I don't know what I think.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Yeah.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
the clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Oh no. Okay, it's just logic. Okay, I can do this. This one's easy. I can do this. Fine. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I'm insane. Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay, question 1. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building where the murder happened, who the killer is. The time in the building? Probably, I mean, I don't know. It's the only thing that makes sense. And holy crap, I'm insane, I was right. That is insane. I was actually right for one time in my life. I'm just trying not to fall. Oh my god. Tell me he was like that. No one. I'm the only one like this. I am too good at this. Holy. Which clock was tampered with? The building's clock, Nekomaru's radio clock, both. The building's clock. Clocks. Clacks. Ooh. Alright. Ooh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Okay. Okay. This is like a run. I love that Flash game. I miss it so much. Oh no, I jumped at the wrong time. My fault. Whoops. Come on. Okay. Which house had the wrong time? Strawberry house, grape house, both. Which one did we live in? Strawberry house? Which one was it? I don't remember. Which one did we live in? Was it strawberry house? Was it grape house? Was it strawberry or grape? I think it was grape. I think we lived in grape house. I believe so. I don't remember. Shit, it was both? Damn. Oh no, was it? Wait, shit, what was it? Strawberry house? No, it was both. It was both. I was right. God. Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Make a little mistakes. It's fine. We all make mistakes. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building. Which clock was tampered with? The building's clocks. Okay. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses. Okay.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks had been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
That's right.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
There is no way you would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
There's no way of knowing. I think she's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify by how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. Akane's account, Fuyuhiko, contact elevator, Nagito's sudden appearance, clock's alarm timer, broken doorknob, feeling the tower. Probably Akane's account. Maybe.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Okay. I'm just not even gonna. I know she did, so. There we go.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Yeah.
Rumbling?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
Yes, that is true.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Why is that?
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
That is weird.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound Probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
Woo! If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to how much our time was off is literally right in front of me. 2 hours?
I see.
Quick math. I'll tell you that much.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
True.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
To mess us up. Like, what are you talking about?
The reason is obvious. So they could lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right?
Yes.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is... clock's alarm. Probably Monokuma Taichi then.
Damn it!
Look, man, I'm just kind of... I think I should, probably think more about what I'm picking before I actually pick it.
I see.
Monokuma Taichi.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Taichi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they messed with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m.
It was actually around 7 a.m.
And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Dang,
At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Taichi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Duh.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how outrageous! I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Taichi, but it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
You liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
Okay, God.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
The clock alarm went off.
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
Who didn't have an alibi?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Which, it's Nagito. I remember correctly.
You're the only one!
Yeah.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
Dang, can't really say I'm sad. I'm kidding.
That's right. Really? Nagito wasn't there.
Not really.
It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Please don't.
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House.
Were they in the same, like, room? Like, room, like, meaning, like, the same, like... Was... Like, the far back right corner, far back, you know, something like that, you know? Like, the far back right room.
But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it
The
out.
luxury lines, the luxury rooms, not lines, rooms, have really good insulation, so that's probably why. The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is, what these three have in common, could this also be the secret that points to the killer? L-U-X-U-R-A. Okay. Well, here's the X. Oh, oops. Here's the L. Found the L, not anymore. I don't have the L. Okay, here we go. Wait, what? Oh, it's not that? D? D-O? Whoa! D-E? Del... Deluxe room. Deluxe. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe R. Rooms, like plural. Okay. Oh. In rooms, deluxe rooms. That's why. Okay. I didn't know what they were called. I just called them luxury.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are
Insulated. The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
Because it was noise-proof.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
You know what, Nagito? Yes, I am. Thank you.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Are we?
Oh, hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. I don't know! I don't know! No, it's not Gundam. So... I don't know. 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 Like, I don't know. Is it perhaps Akane? Maybe? Maybe? Shit, it ain't. Okay, good. I'm really happy about that. It's Gundam? Okay, thank you so much, Wendell. But how did he do that, though?
You're the only one.
I don't understand how we came to this conclusion.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
Good evening to you as well, Wendell. I am... How?
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
Was he also in a deluxe room? I don't remember.
What's wrong with that?
How are you? I'm good. How are you, Wendell? He's probably in a deluxe room as well. Dude, that shit happened like 3 hours ago, like in the playthrough, and no, more than that probably even. And I don't know. They said that a couple days ago. I don't remember that. All right, so cut me some slack, please.
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it,
You're fine? That's good. That's good.
Gundam?
I'm sorry, Sonia. Your crush is, killer.
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Oof.
like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode.
and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Oh, dang. Wasn't the elevator broken at Grape House, though?
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Oof.
Because I was in the lounge.
Fuyuhiko, good job. You are a real baby gangsta.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? This raucous, it's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
Very nice baby gangsta. Honestly, though, really.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this. Including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction, how many ears do we possess?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
Oh, he's sweating.
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
Maybe.
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
I really still don't trust you. Even though you're like, I don't want to die, but I don't trust you, man.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
What do you mean by that?
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Yeah, what he said.
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Okay.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
I want to know what. Come on, dude. Spill the beans. Spill the tea.
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover or something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
He did.
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor.
Yeah.
From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct?
Yes.
Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
How were you?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
Yes.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side.
Okay.
If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
He was at Strawberry House? Come on.
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Maybe. Maybe.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Alright, well, I don't know what that is, but alright. Oh, there's more. Okay. Radio clock, broken doorknob, goodnight button, Fuhiko's account, wall clock, contact elevator. Probably the contact elevator?
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
No, that's not true.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
That is not true.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
But, secret passageway. Contradiction is when something is obviously wrong. There's no contradiction I can't shoot through. I'm going to find out what that is. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll shoot through the contradiction. Yeah,
That elevator was...
but it was, whenever Nagito.
Travel between the two houses.
It's not true.
As long as
Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do. Holy crap, I did it.
Since I was at
Gotta do.
no question that
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Okay, and then on to Gundam's thing. All right, dude, I did it.
that elevator was the only means of travel between...
That is not true because Nagito was like, I appeared, I teleported. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Next is Rebuttal Showdown. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, that someone is Nagito. God, there we go. There we go.
You're the only one.
You are the only one. Yes.
Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House.
Okay.
After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Yes.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
Okay.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
I don't even know what you just said, man.
Or what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
You couldn't have been. What are you talking about?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
What did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oh, shiver me timbers. Alright. Dang it. God dang it. Wire, goodnight button, tipped over pillar, pillar fragments, clock alarm timer, radio clock, broken doorknob. I don't know. I don't know.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I don't know how to cut these. I'm too stupid for this. This argument is exhausting. Just listening to it makes me tired. I need to skillfully cut back against his words so he doesn't outpace me.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Oh, I messed up. Oh, and I didn't mess up. I think I did good. Okay, there we go.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
It was, yes.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur.
What does that even mean?
You don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion. At least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Okay. He probably means try providing the evidence that the killer went to the Octagon, right? If that's the case, I should have it too. The key which dwells in the light that will break through the darkness. Oh, the hammer. Isn't it? It's the hammer. Right? No? What do you mean? The wire? Is it the wire? Okay. Oh, man. It's tiring to be this smart.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body.
I'm kidding, of course. I was struggling a lot.
The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon.
GG, yup.
There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end.
It is.
Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru.
Yeah.
The elevator was probably broken by that point.
Okay.
Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
I don't know.
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties, but even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
Yep.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Okay. Little story time.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the Ignite button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Oh, dude, you just offended him. What the hell?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Oh, he's mad.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I still want to hear his Nagito story time, but okay.
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
Yeah.
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
He's gonna fight all of us.
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Okay.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
I admire the tenacity.
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I was running on autopilot for like the past 2 minutes. What has been going on? I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then just as you requested, I will provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Okay. Panic talk action. I forget all the buttons.
I won't let you. For the Tanaka
Oh, it's tab, right? Okay.
crushed as David prophesied. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire.
The Tanaka Empire. Woo!
Crushed as David prophesied. Show me the cadaver.
Okay.
I won't let you.
Oh my god, don't lag, game. Please stop lagging, game.
Crushed as David prophesied. I I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crush it!
Okay.
Prophesize! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
Okay. Hero time, baby. Let's go.
It's Nekomaru's
The 4 Dark Devas, or Devas. I like saying Devas. It's fun, more fun to say.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck.
Because of his 4 Dark Devas of destruction.
As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Emissary of Evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through Supernova Silver Fox Sandy. I pressed the button. Truly, this is the skyline lamentation art of the demon mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Dang.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere.
Okay.
Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
Well. Alright. Hey, get fucked, Nagito. This is my time. My time! Okay, not yours. Sing with the contact elevator. Meet up because of the lounge clock alarm. I woke up at... Who was in the lounge early in the morning? Fuyuhiko. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Alarm set for this? Okay. Nekomaru's weakness is... around Nekomaru's feet. The killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? This? What? What was the fake weapon left at the tower? It was the mallet or whatever. Not the mallet, the hammer. Who gathered at the lounge? This thing is it. Why did Nekomaru fall? Not, yeah. Who heard the rumbling noise? Akane did. Or, well, I guess everybody else was awake. Okay. There we go. Easy, dude. Oh my god. Why did Nekomaru fall? The doorknob came off, I guess. Okay. What was the fake weapon left at the crime scene? Okay. No. Could destroyed what after leaving? No, I don't think that's it. The wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. No. Weakness is this. Okay. Who was in the lounge since early in the morning? Fuyuhiko can't sleep. Easy. Boom. Who set the alarm? Okay, here. I know this one. No, is this one? The fake weapon was this. I know that one. Nekomaru hanging in midair. This? Nah. Big unlucky. Wakes up. Does he need to sleep? Hey, they did what to the alarm on Nekomaru's chest? No. It's not it. The alarm, no. This? Okay. There we go. Last stock. Oh my god. It's crazy. Insane. Wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet broke off. I don't know. This? Okay. Something lounge. This. Okay. Woo! I was focusing real hard on that one.
Go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else.
Yes.
That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob.
Okay.
After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
Yes.
Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower.
Okay.
When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall.
This is absolutely diabolical.
With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30.
Okay.
To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He
And
woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully.
oh,
Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse.
oh,
However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
oof.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Aw, thanks.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself! I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru?
Yeah.
I cannot believe something like that.
Well, it's true. I'm sorry to tell you that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
What? Just stop, dude. Just... Can you talk normally? For fuck's sake. B.
This result isn't all that exciting.
What do you mean? It's confusing, that's what it is, actually.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Oh. Do you have a tongue? Thought you were a bear. I'm kidding, I know bears have tongues. I'm not that dumb. All rise. Okay, we were all standing anyway, but yeah. It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then,
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true that the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam.
jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something, is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh? Nekomaru did fight, that is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died. Lost and died? If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that. What do you mean? Explain! Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all. Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death? He was serious too. He gave it his all to try and kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself. Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I do not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
Okay, man. Rude. Okay.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Yeah.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
I mean, more like the oil, but yeah.
That is...
Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die? There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Do you mean you'd rather die? Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone has been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up. Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself. Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism? In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism. That is what it means to be alive. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself? If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life. It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity. Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Ugh. That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth. But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka.
Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools. Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay! Got it! I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka. This is... that's the wrong voice. This is just too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam. Miss Sonia. Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right? Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all.
aw,
However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously!
ha 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 ha.
That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
You have very nice eyes, you know that, Gundam?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I don't like these parts. I tell you what, I don't like it. Gundam Tanaka Stampede. He's just gonna stand there. Oh, and taking his hamsters with him. Okay. Oh no, he's not. Okay. A pentagram, maybe? Holy shit, he's actually done it. He's done magic. I'm so confused. What was that? What just happened? Gundam! That was the wrong voice. I keep doing the wrong voice for her. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then, what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that. Damn it! I'm so pissed off I need to throw something. You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that. So how long are you guys just gonna stand around chattering? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that. Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Dude, this is getting to be very barren, and I hate that. How much of us are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. 7 of us are left. Dude. Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is he going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food. Hold on a sec, that mood shift is too damn fast.
Not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. I really hate how barren it's getting. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Nagito? Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one else could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information. I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all, even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma's arrived. Who's summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well,
Wow.
is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So, why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love? I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
Don't even know.
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
If this file contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I don't know who it is, even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No, no.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's been putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know. Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yup.
I...
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too.
Well,
Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
you're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself in despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? Talking about Makoto? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
Like,
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Well,
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
say what?
Huh?
you don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey,
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
see?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. if the person you're waiting for is already on this island?
Hey,
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Yeah, so exciting. How much time left? How many days? What are the days like? 5 days? I don't like that. I don't like how close it's getting to the countdown of 0 time. Do ultimate robots dream of clockwork? End. Oh, I hate seeing the screen. 7 students. Dude, 7 of us are left. I hate that. Hellhound earring. Yeah, let's save. After being released from the found house, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, our day began with us all gathering at the restaurant. You know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is. The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. Of course it feels spacious. There are less than half of us here now that there's less than half of us here now than there were at the beginning.
Stupid fool.
Was that Nekomaru?
Oh my.
Did I hear something?
Hey.
It's Nekomaru. That was Coach Nekomaru's voice. What are you talking about? He's no longer...
What's up?
I'll beat you up.
What are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that. Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
I am concerned.
More importantly, I am starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant.
Jeez.
Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Teru Teru was. Don't ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you about something important.
Huh?
Important?
All right.
This. It took me all night to make.
My.
Is that a Nekomaru doll?
No doll. I'm Minimaru.
Is he still alive? Minimaru? I took some parts from him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it friggin' adorable?
Are you serious?
Oh. Oh.
Thanks.
It's so cute. Thanks, I'll keep it.
Well.
Huh? I never said anything about giving it away.
I'll beat you up.
Don't be so stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right? Whoa, hey now, that's a bully's logic. Well, it doesn't matter. I made this to cheer you guys up anyway. And as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know, about Nekomaru's sacrifice for us. We're standing here today because of him. So if we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again,
Engines revving.
I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away. I gotta admit, I never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome. Of course. In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life. So I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia?
What did you think of my little pep talk?
Oh my.
Did you say something?
Are you kidding?
Oh, I was up all night memorizing that speech.
Jeez.
And there's the punchline. I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
I am Minimaru.
Man.
I'm only half as happy to be thanked by you.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, you can also use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points.
You serious?
Are you serious? That's amazing.
Of course.
Of course, I made it after all. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Akane looks really happy.
Hey.
Anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do. You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the friggin' time.
Well.
But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the last class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous bastard, but he's crossed the line, you know.
Hey.
Then that's even more reason we should avoid him.
But still.
But even if we do avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us? Nagito's sudden change was really weird. I wonder, did he figure out something that we're not aware of?
Now then.
Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? Huh? That? You know, what Nagito said during the trial? You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Oh, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Hey,
What did he mean by except for Hajime? Are you really the traitor after all? No, it's not like that. I didn't really want to say it, but I guess I have to. I have no choice. To tell you guys the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never part of Hope's Peak Academy's primary department. I am a reserve corps student from the reserve department.
Huh?
Reserve department? It means unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent at all. Apparently, I'm just a normal person. Is that all? What? That's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that. It's not something that I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had talent all along. But shit! My whole life, I've just wanted to feel confident about myself. And I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I had finally become someone I could be proud of. Not some fucking backup student.
Right?
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reserve department.
Of course.
She is right. No matter what, you are our friend. You know, there's a saying in Japan.
Listen.
Fear is grateful for the danger.
Hey,
The hell? You're saying that all wrong. Oh, and she is massively bleeding. Oh, man. What? Another monobot? Is it monobot? Yeah, Yeah. Monobot is destroyed. Nice. So everyone was here. It was a real close battle.
I am sorry.
I apologize. I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong thing. Well, it doesn't matter. Stuff is just hard to say sometimes. Huh? That's weird. Maybe you can't see me.
Huh?
Whoa, what the heck? You're covered in blood. Oh, you saw me. Yes, that's right. The Mono Beast. Mono Beast, not Monobot. Mono Beast this time was very strong. Gross. Don't get close to me. Get out of here. No gratitude. I'm being treated like Phil.
Hey.
Hey, why don't you clean that blood off? We're trying to eat. Oh, yes. I'm ashamed of myself. Wipe. There we go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. After a fierce battle that's never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last Mono Beast. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island. I see. What a thin reaction. It's like I'm surrounded by tons of shabu from an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Don't tell me this again. You're gonna say stuff like, it's not like we can get off this island. Why bother going to the new island? Well, it's true that I don't really expect much. But who said we weren't gonna go? Obviously, we're gonna go, dumbass. Huh? Assuming we're thinking about running away was a mistake. Because if we can't run, we'll fight. I'll crush everyone who puts us through this crap in one blow. Fight? Seriously? That fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know.
What are you saying?
Why you? Did you forget what you said earlier? Dumbass, I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia.
What?
Don't brag about that.
Settle down.
If you have the power to fight among yourselves, then direct that power toward our enemy. Now then, let us go forth. Offense is the best defense.
Damn right.
You're right. Now's not the time for us to be bickering. I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil.
all right.
I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way to that new island.
Starting to get pumped up.
Future Foundation, Monokuma, Monomi, I'll crush them all at once. Even me? You guys seem reliable. Hey, don't talk like you're not included. You're our friend too, you know. You're right.
Leave it to me.
Then I gotta do my best too. Yeah, let's go! As we left the restaurant, the expressions on our faces were clearly different than they were before. They were filled with strong will and determination. Armed with that, we began talking toward the last island. But the clouds in my heart still lingered. I couldn't stop thinking about the reserve department, and that filled me with this strange, uncomfortable feeling, like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. Chapter 5. Smile at the hope in the name of despair. With the Mono Beast gone, we crossed the 5th bridge and arrived at the final island.
So this is the last island.
Supposed to be like steampunk style or something? Cyberpunk? I don't know. What the hell is this supposed to be? Enormous buildings towered everywhere as if the entire island were just one gigantic city. It felt very sci-fi, as though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis from the near future.
I guess it has an ambiance befitting of a final island.
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's the final island. Great to see it. Not really. I lied. Oh, I forgot. I messed up the sensitivity on my mouse. Anyway, that's it. That was the trial. Big sad. Honestly, I miss Gundam already. And also Nekomaru, of course. But we got that little toy. So, can I fix that? So that's nice. Thank you, Kazuichi. Anyway, thank you for watching. And seeing me struggle for 2 hours. And see you later.